gentlemen, your host, David Hamilton.
Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to All Clued Up, the show where two married couples battle it out against each other, trying to solve word puzzles on the giant keyboard. And, of course, the couple who accumulate the most points go forward to play our nail-biting end game for the daily cash prize. Right now, let's meet today's contestants. First of all, Steve and Ann Holder from Plymouth, Devon. And playing against them, we have George and Pat Butler from York. So, Steve, whose idea was it for you to appear on the show?
My outlaws.
Your outlaws?
Yeah, my mother-in-law.
And Mum and Dad, they're actually, well, she is actually, I think, in the audience today.
That's right.
And your kids are here as well, rooting for you. How many kids have you got?
Just the two.
Yeah. And they're what, boys or girls?
Boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl, one of each. That's a very clever trick, that, isn't it? Now, Anne, you're a bit of a card player, I understand.
That's right,
yes. What games do you play?
Euchre and crib.
Yeah, you do well, do you? A bit of a gambler?
Yes.
Like a gamble?
Yes, I do.
Gonna have a little gamble with us here today. Playing against George and Pat, who join us from York. And George, what do you do for a living, sir?
Work at a well-known chocolate factory back up in York.
Yes.
Well, you're very well known.
We couldn't guess who that was, George, but nice of you not to mention the name.
You have an idea.
And Pat, how did you two meet?
We met in a lift at work. He made out me across the lift and bingo.
Since then, you've been going up in the world. And you've got some grandchildren who are going to be rooting for you at home?
Certainly have, yes.
How many have you got?
Got two grandchildren, Shane 6 and Samantha 3.
OK, well, good luck to both teams. What you have to do is to solve a puzzle on this screen. In the case of the first one, it has 5 words. To help you solve it, you'll see a series of clues which appear a letter at a time. As soon as you think you know the answer, press the buzzer in front of you. It's as simple as that. Now, Steve and Anne, who's going first for your team?
Me.
Anne, what about George and Pat?
I am.
Right, so ladies first. Gentlemen, take a seat. For the ladies, here comes your first clue, which has 8 letters. E, I, N, T, C, S, D. Yes, Pat?
Distance.
Distance is right. You get 10 points for that. Let's take a look at the keyboard. Now, of course, it's the lit letters that are the ones in play for this puzzle. They include the star. The star indicates an apostrophe or hyphen. One doesn't belong there. That is the stinger. If you hit that, you miss your turn. Pat, come to the keyboard and pick a letter, please.
I'll go for the star.
The star.
Please.
The star is an apostrophe in the last word. Pick another letter, please, Pat.
I'll have a H.
H. And there's one H, 20 points in the puzzle bag. Your clue is distance. Pat, solve the puzzle. Now, let's have another clue then. 10 letters this time. A, E, I, G, T, N, L. Yes, Pat.
Travelling.
Travelling, right, yes. Come to the keyboard and pick a letter, please, Pat.
I'll have an L, please.
L. L right at the beginning. Pick another letter, please.
And an R, please.
R. And an R in the last word. 40 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are distance and travelling. Pat, solve the puzzle. No, let's have another clue then. 11 letters in this one. S, T, E, I, E, E, T, R, M. X, Pat.
Extremities.
Extremities is right. Come to the keyboard. Pick a letter, please.
I'll have an
A. 2 A's. Pick another letter, please, Pat.
A. I'll have a G.
G.
Please.
1 G. 70 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are distance, travelling, and extremities. Pat, solve the puzzle.
Land's End to John O'Groats.
Land's End to John O'Groats. You take the points out of the puzzle bank at the end of the first round. Steve and Anne yet to score, but George and Pat have 100 points. Change places, please. Let's go on to the next screen puzzle for the fellas. This one has 2 words. Here's your first clue to help you solve it. It contains 11 letters. T, N, T, N, S, I, V. Yes, Steve.
Invitations.
Invitations is right. You get the 10 points. Let's take a look at the keyboard. Once again, the lit letters are the ones in play for this puzzle. The one that doesn't belong there is the dreaded stinger. You hit it, you missed your turn. Steve, pick a letter, please.
E, please.
E. Two E's there in the second word. Pick another letter, please.
I'll take a T.
T. Three T's. 50 points in the puzzle bank. Your clue is invitations. Steve, solve the puzzle. No, let's have another clue then. 10 letters in this one. N, U, N, E, G, I, Steve.
Indulgence.
Indulgence, right again, yeah. Come to the keyboard. Pick a letter, please.
S. Please.
S. Four S's. Pick another letter, please, Steve.
R, please.
R. One R. 100 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are invitations and indulgence. Steve, solve the puzzle. No, another clue coming up then for you with 11 letters. O, P, A, I, Y, T, H, S. Steve.
Hospitality.
Right again, yeah. Come to the keyboard and pick another letter, please.
M, please.
M. One M in the first word. Pick another letter, please, Steve.
C, please.
C. One C, 120 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are invitations, indulgence, and hospitality. Steve, solve the puzzle.
Christmas festivities.
Christmas festivities. Well done. This time you take the points out of the puzzle bank. Checking on the scores at the end of that round, George and Pat have 100 points. Steve and Anne take the lead with 150 points. We're going to take a break now. When we come back in a few moments, every clue and every letter will be worth 20 points. Join us again then and find out who really is all clued up. To all clued up, very close indeed at the moment. George and Pat have 100 points. Steve and Anne have 150 points. From now on, of course, every clue and every letter is worth 20 points. And at the end of the show, the couple with the most points will get to play for £500. Right. Ladies to play. Gentlemen, take a seat. For the ladies, here comes your next screen puzzle. It has 3 words to help you solve it. Here's your first clue. Remember, now worth 20 points. It contains 8 letters. S, T, O, M, S, U. Yes, Pat.
Costumes.
Costumes is right. You get the 20 points. Let's take a look at the keyboard. Once again, let me remind you, the lit letters are the ones in play for this puzzle. The one that doesn't belong is the dreaded stinger. You hit it, you miss your turn. Pat, come to the keyboard and pick a letter, please.
I'll have an M, please.
M. Oh, the stinger! Back you go, Pat. Another clue coming up. 7 letters in this one. E, U, D, S, R, C. Yes, Pat.
Rescued.
Rescued is right. Yeah, come to the keyboard. Pick another letter, please.
I'll have a P, please.
P. One P. Pick another letter, please, Pat.
A B, please.
B. And one B. 40 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are costumes and rescued. Pat, solve the puzzle. No? All right, let's have another clue. 10 letters in this one. E, O, D, L, P, N, S. Yes, Pat.
Spellbound.
You're right again. Yes, come to the keyboard and pick another letter, please.
I'll have a G, please.
G. One G. Pick another letter, please.
A H, please.
H. One H. 80 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are costumes, rescued, and spellbound. Pat, solve the puzzle. No. Another clue then. Once again, 10 letters. I, A, E, A. Yes, Anne.
Fairy tale.
Fairy tale is right. Anne, come to the keyboard and pick a letter, please. What would you like?
An S, please.
S. One S. Pick another letter, please, Anne.
Y.
Y. A Y right at the end. 120 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are costumes, rescued, spellbound, and fairy tale. And solve the puzzle.
Sleeping Beauty.
The Sleeping Beauty is right. You take the points out of the puzzle bank. Let's check on the scores at the end of that round. George and Pat, 160 points. Steve and Anne in the lead, 290 points. Change places, please. Let's go on to the next round, the next screen puzzle. This is for the fellas. Here it comes. This one has 2 words. To help you solve it, here's your first clue. It contains 9 letters. O, E, D, T, N, S. C. Yes, Steve.
Contested.
Is not the right answer. George, you can have one more letter. G.
Congested.
Congested is right, yes. Let's take a look at the keyboard. Once again, the lit letters are the ones in play for this puzzle. Here's the one that doesn't belong there, the dreaded stinger. Don't let you miss your turn. George, come to the keyboard and pick a letter, please.
Have an N, please.
N. One N there in the first word. Pick another letter.
An R, please, David.
R. 2 R's, 60 points in the puzzle bank. Your clue is congested. George, solve the puzzle. No? All right, another clue coming up for you with 8 letters this time. I, E, E, G, R, T. George.
Heritage.
Heritage, right again, George. Yeah, come to the keyboard. Pick a letter, please.
L, please.
L. 1 L there in the first word. Pick another letter, please, George.
E, please.
E. 2 E's, 120 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are congested and heritage. George, solve the puzzle.
No.
Let's have a third clue then. 10 letters in this. N, O, N, G, R, T. Yes, Steve.
Government.
Government is right, Steve. Come to the keyboard and pick a letter, please. What you going to have?
I'll take a S.
S. S begins the second word. Pick another letter, please.
And a Q.
Q. There's the Q next to it. 160 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are congested, heritage, and government. Steve, solve the puzzle.
Parliament Square.
Parliament Square. Yeah. points out of the puzzle bank. Let's check on the scores at the end of that round. George and Pat, 200 points. Steve and Anne, 470 points. Change places again. On to the next round. This is for the ladies. Here it comes. Next screen puzzle. 4 words. Here's your first clue to help you solve it. It has 7 letters. O, D, N, E, D, W. Yes, Anne?
Wounded?
Wounded is right. Let's take a look at the keyboard. As always, the lit letters are the ones in play for the puzzle. The one that doesn't belong is the stinger. And if you hit it, of course, you missed your turn. Anne, pick a letter, please.
I'll have a K.
K. There's the K right at the end. Pick another letter, please.
And I'll have a C.
C. Two C, 60 points in the puzzle bank. Your clue is wounded and solve the puzzle. No, another clue coming up. 10 letters this time. T, E, D, D, E, I, S, R, S. Pat.
Distressed.
Yeah, right, Pat. Well done. Come to the keyboard. Pick a letter, please.
I'll have an O.
O. 1 O. Pick another letter, please.
And a T.
T.
please.
Three T's, 140 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are wounded and distressed. Pat, solve the puzzle.
Cut to the quick.
Cut to the quick. Well done. This time you take the points out of the puzzle bank, and it means that George and Pat have 360 points, and Steve and Anne have 490 points. Let's change places again. Let's go on to the next round and the next screen puzzle for the fellows. 4 words. Here's your first clue to help you solve it. It has 10 letters. R, I, L, N, T, O, A, E. Yes, George?
Torrential.
Torrential is right. Yeah, let's take a look at the keyboard. Once again, the lit letters are the ones in play. Here's the one that doesn't belong, the stinger. And if you hit it, you miss your turn. George, come on, come to the keyboard. Pick a letter, please.
Have an R, please, David.
R. 1 R. Pick another letter, please.
C, please.
C. 1 C. 40 points in the puzzle bank. Your clue is torrential. George, solve the puzzle. Another clue coming up. 10-letter clue once again. Here it is. S, L, N, N, E, A, T, U. Steve? No, George, you can have another letter. P. George?
Unpleasant.
Unpleasant is right. Come to the keyboard, George, and pick a letter, please.
T, please.
T. 1 T. Pick another letter, please.
O, please.
O. 1 O. 80 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are torrential and unpleasant. George, solve the puzzle. No, let's have a third clue. Once again, a 10-letter clue coming up. S, R, I, O, E, C, N, A, R. George?
Camouflage.
Carnivores is right, yeah. Come to the keyboard and pick a letter, please. What are you going to have?
I'll have a D, please, David.
D. 2 Ds. Pick another letter, please, George.
A G, please.
G. 2 Gs, 160 points in the puzzle bank. Your clues are torrential, unpleasant, and carnivores. George, solve the puzzle.
Raining cats and dogs.
Raining cats and dogs. Back you go. Well played. You take the points out of the puzzle bank at the end of that round. We have Steve and Anne with 490 points. George and Pat now in the lead, 580 points. And that means that time is up. George and Pat, you've nicked it there in the last round. Well done. Steve and Anne, it means that we lose you, I'm afraid. After a great game there, you led most of the way, but you certainly don't go home to Plymouth empty-handed. You take with you the special All Clued Up pens as a souvenir of your appearance on the show. Thanks for joining us on All Clued Up. Bye-bye. George and Pat. You really meant business there, didn't you, when you went up to the keyboard and you stole it right in the last round there.
Right.
Now, let's see if you can nick this £500 as well. You've got to play together right now, and in a moment I want you to choose from 3 categories. Think very carefully which one you want. From the category you pick, you've got to find those 6 items. They'll come up on the screen a letter at a time. As soon as you think you know the answer, shout it out. When you're right, we'll go on to the next one. Here's the 3 categories you can choose from. You can have at the swimming pool, in the supermarket, or girls' names. We'll give you 5 seconds to make up your minds, starting from now. Audience, what do you think? What should they go for? What are you going to go for?
In the supermarket.
In the supermarket. Join us at the keyboards. George and Pat, let me remind you that the category you've chosen is in the supermarket. You're looking for those 6 items. You have 50 seconds to find them. Good luck, and the time starts now. Here's the first one. G, B, S, E, V.
Vegetables.
Vegetables, right. 2 words in this one, but the D, N, F, Z, R.
Frozen food.
Frozen food, right. 2 words again. C, E, T, O, H.
Checkout.
Checkout. 2 words again. H, F, R, I, F.
Fresh fruit.
R,
Fresh fruit.
fresh fruit. 2 words again. N, S, D, T.
Tin soup.
Tin soup, last one. T. D. Oh. I'm sorry as you are. There's the one that got away. Look, it was detergent, but you did really well apart from that. Just that one got away. Let's give them a really big round of applause. Well done. Thank you very much. The old skin's leaking a bit there, George. It was hot work. You were really getting around that keyboard there like you meant business. You played the game really well. Just sorry that you haven't won the £500. But have you had some fun with us?
Yes, certainly have.
Enjoyed your time with us here. That's great. And of course,
absolutely marvellous.
you certainly don't go back to York with nothing. You take away with you this lovely leather-bound Oxford Dictionary and, of course, our special All Clued Up engraved pens that we saw earlier on as a little memento of the occasion with us. So well done. Well done.
Thank you, David.
Thank you for being good sports. Safe journey home to York. Thank you for joining us as well. Please be here next time. We'll have a new set of contestants. We'll find out if they and you and I are all clued up. And until then, bye-bye.